Hello there, welcome to NTV News. I'm Smita Singh Tamang. Let's begin with the top stories for this afternoon. Congress leader Pradeep Giri passes away. President Bhandari and Prime Minister Deuba express grief. Last rites to be held today itself. Children aged between 5 to 12 years to be inoculated with COVID-19 vaccine under second phase. Campaign to run till August 27 beginning today. At least 20 killed after Al-Shabaab militants attack a hotel in the Somali capital Mogadishu. Security forces end to 30-hour hotel siege. And Werder Bremen pulls off astonishing comeback, registering 3-2 win against Borussia Dortmund. Stoppage time goal sees Mainz snatch a win from Augsburg. Welcome back. Now the news in detail. Nepali Congress leader Pradeep Giri has passed away at the age of 75. Giri, who had been undergoing treatment for cancer at Medicity Hospital, Lalitpur, breathed his last at 9:30 p.m. Saturday. Giri was admitted to the Medicity Hospital on July 25 after he suffered from pneumonia following the treatment for throat cancer in the hospitals of Mumbai, India. Giri had also undergone throat surgery for cancer recently in India. Giri, member of House of Representatives from Nepali Congress, was also a Central Committee member of the party. Born in Siraha district, he has been identified as a socialist thinker and intellectual leader in the country and abroad, along with Congress politics. He was a proportional member from the NSA in the first and second Constituent Assembly elections. Meanwhile, President Bidyadevi Bhandari has expressed sorrow over the demise of House of Representatives member and Congress Central Committee member Pradeep Giri. In a tweet this morning, the president said, "We have lost an intellectual personality." President Bhandari also expressed deepest condolences to the bereaved family members. Similarly, Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deva has also expressed grief over the demise of the Giri. Taking to the Twitter, PM Deva said the country has lost a true politician and socialist thinker. The Prime Minister also extended condolence to the bereaved family, wishing eternal peace of the departed soul. The Nepali Congress has also expressed sadness over the demise of its Central Committee member Giri. Issuing a message of condolence, the party wished for eternal peace of the departed soul and expressed heartfelt condolence to the bereaved family. Meanwhile, Nepali Congress held an emergency meeting of the party's Central Working Committee this morning. The meeting passed a condolence resolution over the demise of Giri. The mortal body of Giri is still at the Medicity Hospital, Lalitpur, for paying last respects, after which it will be taken to the party headquarters at Sanepa. Leaders of various parties, cadres and general people offered final respects to Giri. It is informed the body of Giri will be cremated today itself at Pashupati Aryaghat. Time for a break now. We shall be back with more updates. Do stay tuned. Welcome back. Now the remaining updates. The second phase of COVID-19 vaccination campaign for children aged between 5 to 12 years old is kicking off from today. The children of 50 districts will be inoculated with first dose of Pfizer vaccine beginning today till August 27. The second dose, meanwhile, will be provided from September 12 to 17, according to Ministry of Health and Population. The doctors have urged the guardians to vaccinate their kids as the vaccine is 100% safe. The local levels, meanwhile, have asked the parents to reach the nearest health facility or school to inoculate their children. Now the international update. Islamic militants have stormed a hotel in Somalia's capital, engaging in an hours-long exchange of fire with the security forces that left at least 20 people dead. In addition, at least 40 people were wounded in the late Friday night attack, and security forces rescued many others, including children, from the scene at Mogadishu's popular Hyatt Hotel. The attack started with explosions outside the hotel before the gunmen entered the building. Meanwhile, Somali forces claim to have defeated the militants who stormed the hotel in the capital after a bloody siege. The Islamic extremist group Al-Shabaab, which has ties with Al-Qaeda, claimed responsibility for the attack, the latest of its frequent attempts to strike places visited by government officials. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres was in Istanbul Saturday to monitor the inspection of a Ukrainian grain shipment. Aboard the World Food Programme ship Brave Commander, Guterres said the ship is going to load in Chornomorsk more than 50,000 tons of grain in Ukraine, the largest cargo ever coming out of the Ukraine after the war has started. Guterres also visited the Joint Coordination Center established to administer the export of agricultural products across the Black Sea following the grain deal brokered by Turkey and the United Nations with Russia and Ukraine. Earlier, Guterres said 25 ships had departed from Odessa and other Ukrainian ports since Russia and Ukraine signed the export deal in July. He praised the remarkable and inspiring operation that has seen some 650,000 metric tons of grain and other food shipped from Ukraine. Time again for a short break. We shall see you at the other side with more updates. Welcome back. You're with English News on Nepal Television. More from International Front. The new king of South Africa's ethnic Zulu nation, Misuzulu ka Zwelithini, dismissed those challenging his right to the throne during his coronation on Saturday. The newly installed king of the Zulu people, the largest ethnic grouping in South Africa, was crowned despite some members of the royal family disputing his right to succeed his late father, King Goodwill Zwelithini. Some members of the Zulu family prefer two of his brothers as the successors to his father. He called for unity amongst the Zulu nation and thanked South African President Cyril Ramaphosa for recognizing him as the rightful heir to the throne. Ramaphosa has awarded him the certificate recognizing him as the new king, which he is set to hand over to him at an event later this year. The ceremony was a colorful display of traditional Zulu culture, with over 1,000 people dressed in traditional Zulu regalia. The Zulu ethnic group is South Africa's largest, with more than 12 million people, who are mainly located in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Winners of the 2022's Tiantan Award were revealed at the closing ceremony of the 12th Beijing International Film Festival, BJIFF, on Saturday, with a Finnish drama The Blind Man Who Did Not Want to See Titanic winning Best Feature Film, Best Screenplay and Best Leading Actor for Petri Poikulainen's stellar performance in the film. Meanwhile, 84-year-old veteran Chinese actress Wu Yanshu won Best Leading Actress for her role of a mother who takes care of her 65-year-old daughter with Alzheimer's in the movie Song of Spring. Over 1,400 films from over 88 countries and regions were submitted for the Tiantan Award this year, and more than 850 film projects have been submitted for investment proposals, both of which are record high figures. During the 8-day event, hundreds of events including forums and screenings were held, with over 760 topics trending on Weibo, the Chinese equivalent of Twitter. News coverage of the 12th BJIFF exceeded 18 million pieces, with over 5,900 domestic and international news outlets from 31 countries and regions covering the event. More updates lined up at the other side, but before that, let's take a look at what we have coming up next. Now, the sports update. Stefanos defeated top-ranked Daniil Medvedev 7-6, 6-3, 6-3 to reach the Cincinnati Open. It'll be the Greeks' first final after losing in the semis each of the past 2 years. Tsitsipas will play the unseeded Croatian Borna Koric. And before we say goodbye, the reminder of our top stories. Congress leader Pradeep Giri passes away. President Mandari and Prime Minister Deuba expressed grief. Last rites to be held today itself. Children aged between 5 to 12 years to be inoculated with COVID-19 vaccine under second phase. Campaign to run till August 27, beginning today. At least 20 killed after Al-Shabaab militants attack a hotel in the Somali capital Mogadishu. Security forces end to 30-hour hotel siege. And Werder Bremen pulls off astonishing comeback, registering 3-2 win against Borussia Dortmund. Stoppage time goal sees Mainz snatch a win from Augsburg. That's it for this edition of NTV News. Thanks for staying with us. Goodbye. Namaste.